Hello, this is Connor from the Alamitos Recreation and Community Services Department. In this video we're going to go over a few basketball drills you can do at home. Alright guys, so the very first thing we're going to go over is dribbling. When you're dribbling, you want to make sure that your knees are bent, your body stays low, and then you want to keep the ball low, about waist high. You want to use your opposite arm to protect the ball, and you want to dribble with your fingertips, not the palm of your hand. Last thing, you want to keep your eyes up so you can see defenders or open players on your team that may be ready to take a shot. So it should look a little something like this. So just like that, keeping your eyes up, ball low, everything like that. It's going to be easiest for you to dribble with your dominant hand first. I'm right-handed, so it's easier for me to dribble with my right hand, but you also want to make sure that you can dribble with your left hand as well. Just like that, you want to make sure you can dribble with both hands so you're keeping the defender off balance. And then once you get good at that, you can start dribbling back and forth between your right hand and left hand. Just like that. You want to make sure that you can cross over, do things like that. And then once you get really good, you can go between the legs, behind the back, keeping the defenders on their toes to make sure that you have an upper hand on them. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to go over is passing. For passing in basketball, there's 3 different types of passes you can do. The first one we're going to go over is chest pass. For a chest pass, you want to have the ball by your chest just like this, 2 hands on the ball, and you want to take a big step towards your target while your eyes are on your target. You're looking at your teammate's chest to get them the ball, to make a good pass just like that. You want to follow through with your hands, finish towards your target, take that big step just like that. So the next one we're going to go over is a bounce pass. For a bounce pass, it's going to be the same kind of technique as a chest pass. You're going to have the ball by your chest, you're going to be taking a step, you're going to have your eyes on your teammate, only this time you're going to be pouncing in between them on the ground. You want to make sure that when you bounce it, it kind of lands in between you and your teammate, so it gives them a good pass. You don't want to throw it too close to their feet because it's going to bounce up on them, or you don't want to do it too close to yourself or it won't make it to them. So it should look something like this, towards the ground. It should be a firm pass. It shouldn't go too slow because then it's going to be easier for a defender to steal it. So one more time, step and pass, just like that. So the last one is called an overhead pass. For an overhead pass, you're going to have the ball over your head, just like this. It's going to be kind of like a soccer when you're inbounding a soccer ball. So you want to keep the ball above your head to keep it away from defenders. Maybe they're all in your face and you got to get rid of it quick. So you put the ball over your head just like this. And then when you pass it to your teammate, you're taking that big step again, eyes on your teammate, follow through with the ball overhead, take a step, just like that, make sure to follow through all the way to your teammate. So the next thing we're going to go over is shooting. For shooting, you want to remember the acronym BEEF. So for B, the B stands for balance. So when you're shooting, you want to make sure that your knees are bent, your feet are shoulder width apart, and you have a good base, a good support system for when you go up to shoot. The E stands for elbow. So you want to have your dominant hand, the hand that you shoot with, that elbow is pointed towards the basket, so everything's squared up, going towards the basket right now. The next E stands for eyes. You want to have your eyes on the basket so you know where you're shooting towards. And then the F stands for follow through. So when you're shooting and you finish up at the top, you want to make sure that your hand follows through so that you have the most spin on the ball that you can when it's going towards the basket. So it should look something like this from the side. So you want to have balance, knees bent, feet shoulder width apart, elbows, you want to have your elbow pointed towards the basket. Right now my eyes, there's no basket right here, but my eyes are on where I'm shooting at on my target, and then you want to follow through just like that. So one more time, balance, elbows, eyes, follow through. The last thing we're going to go over is a layup. For a layup, you want to have, you're going to be in a running motion, so it's going to be a little bit easier if you slow it down first and just go over the technique. When you're doing a layup, you got 2 steps when you pick up the ball. So for right now, you're just going to start off 2 steps away from the basket at your house, and you want to take 1 step with your outside foot, then the second step is with your inside foot, then you're jumping off that inside foot. So if I'm shooting with my right hand, you're going to take your outside foot, you're going to step 1, you're going to step with your inside foot, go up with your right hand, and you're going to be in the air just like this, jumping off that inside foot, which is my left foot. So it's going to be your dominant hand with your opposite leg. If you're left-handed, it's going to be the same thing, just flip. So you're going to be stepping with your left foot, just like this, your right foot, and then jumping off your right foot, going up with your left hand. So it's going to be your dominant hand with your opposite leg, just like that. So hopefully you guys learned something from this video. You guys can take it, practice at home, try something out, and get better at whatever you're working on. We look forward to seeing you guys soon. Follow our social media page for more videos, and we hope to see you at one of our basketball programs.